What up, everybody? It's your boy DTLF back with another episode of Phone Call Friday. You guys know this is the episode when you guys get to tap in, chime in once I drop the link and all of that good stuff. But before we start, man, I was trying to figure out how to do this and how to add in my brand new intro for Phone Call Fridays, and I'll eventually figure it out. But I'm gonna give you guys a preview, all right? Because I can show it to you guys from my QuickTime player. Let's see if I can do this really quick. Let's see. Give me one sec. Bring it up here. Here's a preview to my new Phone Call Fridays intro. Let's go.
Hey, I know you don't smoke. I know this. But I'm going to get you high today. Because it's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got to do.
There you have it, fam. There you have it. Now I'll eventually figure out how to load that up over here and get it in. We're for sure gonna be adding that to the channel. I was trying to figure it out earlier, but for some reason it's just giving me trouble, man. But how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Are you guys excited, man? Because tomorrow we got a big game coming up versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. We are gonna tap in a little bit into that, and I want to get you guys' thoughts on what that is. For meantime, I'm gonna invite y'all, man. I'm gonna go ahead and invite y'all to Phone Call Friday. Listen, the theme of this is gonna be obviously it's going to be surviving Darvin Ham. Okay. Can we win in spite of Darvin Ham? Will we win in spite of Darvin Ham? And exactly what is it going to take? A trade, rotation changes, all of that. The phone lines are officially going to be open. You guys know, as long as you got a camera phone or a camera, you can put your face on it and some audio. Make sure you guys get to somewhere quiet, or otherwise, I'll be forced to remove you guys from there, because if it makes too much noise, it don't make sense for the rest of the viewers. So make sure you guys are in a quiet area. If you guys do want to tap in, talk to your boy, man. We can talk Lakers, we can talk movies, we can talk anything you guys want. I haven't done one of these in quite a minute. It's been a request that it's back officially, man, every single Friday. And again, we'll find a way to load up that little intro because it's pretty fire, right? With Smokey, yep. With Smokey, Phone Call Fridays, man. We're gonna get y'all high today. High on life, that is. But look. I'll start off by giving you guys my thoughts on this whole situation, because seriously, Darvin Ham is one of these coaches that's very, very stubborn, and he struggles to get to get the right proper rotations in there. Even players are starting to somehow take an issue with it, right? We've heard several player frustrations already. We've heard a lot of things that are coming out of the locker room that is just like, okay. Will they get this right, or is it officially going to have to be a change into coaching, right? And I don't feel like a change in coaching will happen this season. I think it would have to be something drastic occurring for that to happen. But let's go ahead and start off with guest number one, man. We got my guy E-Mad. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, doing good, man. Just surviving Darvin Ham. You know the theme of the video today.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How you feel about head coach, man? Is he as bad as people make him seem, or what's your opinion?
I mean, I think the guy needs. Yeah, I mean, I gave him a chance in the beginning. Starting out the head coach, he did well with Miami. Sorry, with Milwaukee, but I just feel like he's just not putting the right rotations in. Like, you got a good team. You just won the IST championship. I just feel like he needs to put a good rotation out there. And you got LeBron, you got AD, you got some good defenders. When a guy is hot, put him in. I just feel like he doesn't know how to use the rotations properly.
Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. And my problem with Darvin Ham is the lack of timeouts he calls, right? Like, a lot of the times these teams go on 10-0 runs before we're finally making the timeout call. And you could really lose momentum of a game, believe it or not, in the first quarter. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
in my theory, I feel like a lot of the games we've lost is because we come out trailing, and now we have to exert that extra energy to try to come back, and that's a problem personally for me. How you feel about the timeout situation?
No, he's terrible, man. Like, I know Phil Jackson never used to use a timeout, but he know how to do it though. Not everybody knows how to do that. Like, let the players play through it. But man, there'll be times that we need to call a timeout. Like it's just we be down by like 15, 20, getting out of hand, and just throwing out a timeout would actually help like reset the defense and the offense.
Oh, absolutely. Is there anybody you dislike in this starting lineup? That's what I wanted to ask the people today. Anybody at all
Listen,
you feel like they shouldn't start at all?
This team has it's weird because I like the defensive starting, but they can't shoot the ball. Like you got Vanderbilt, you got Cam Reddish. These guys are just not knocking down the thing, and LeBron and AD can't do it themselves. I can see LeBron's getting a little bit tired, AD doing all the work, and D'Lo coming off the bench. I think D'Lo needs to stay on the bench, but I think they need to put somebody else that can score in the starting lineup.
That's true. Do you have anybody in mind? Do you think would be ideal? Obviously, D'Lo has been better off the bench, and is back
Maybe
in.
Austin Reeves. Maybe Reeves, man. You
Yeah, I agree.
know?
I agree. Austin, and by the way, Austin is in the running for sixth man of the year so far early this season. Has he exceeded your expectations, or is he right where you thought he would be this year? How you feel about
Um, Man, with his contract, probably he's okay. I mean, he didn't get that big of a contract. I think other teams were offering him a lot more. He stayed loyal. I think he's doing okay. I think I give him like a B plus.
B plus? Okay, that's
Yeah,
really solid for Austin Reeves so far this year. Because remember, he did start off a little bit shaky, right?
yeah.
So it's a good B plus is good for me, man. Any questions you have for me or anything you want to say to Laker Nation, bro? I might have to go on to the next guest right now.
Hey, man, thank you for having me on. I hope the Lakers can get a good run. I don't know about this Katie rumor going on, but I hope the Lakers make the right choices. And
AD.
if they got to keep Darvin, I hope he finds his way to the right current rotations.
Absolutely, bro. Thanks for tapping in, man. I appreciate you and welcome back anytime, man. You're
All
welcome
right,
back.
thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Man, awesome caller right there, man, my guy. Now he made some very valid points. I do like Austin Reeves in the starting lineup. I believe we need that scoring infusion, and he plays so well off of LeBron James. Very similar to how Alex Caruso used to play off LeBron, where he could play on ball or off ball. But yeah, I do like that. We'll bring in the caller. Let me just answer a couple questions here. Good day, Dan. Is DeJounte Murray for real? The rumors, I presume you're asking. You know what, man? Usually it's the ones we don't hear about that end up happening. So to be determined, right? But you know what? The thing is with DeJounte Murray is I can see where there's smoke, there could be fire there. It would make sense on paper, right? It would make sense on paper to go out and grab a player like that for sure. How do you call? You just click on the link again. Not guaranteed I'll bring you up. I'll bring up as many as I possibly can. So with that being said, let me go ahead and bring in my next guy, man, Darius Ford. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
How you doing, Dan?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just surviving Darvin Ham. Theme of the video. I know you're a
I'm
Golden
trying to
State Warrior
survive.
fan, but I know you watch
Trying
the
to
Lakers as
survive.
well. How you feel?
We're trying to survive our stench of losing as well.
You're talking about the Golden State Warriors, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I hate to break it to you, man. Look, you're my friend and all of that, but I do feel like unless a drastic trade is made to save Curry's career moving forward, I do believe the Warriors dynasty has ended, my friend. How does that make you feel?
I mean, I've mentally kind of prepared myself for that because I've been telling myself if we can get more bigs, help Curry, we could be back to where we are back in
Absolutely.
2022.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you this, man. It sounds good, but the thing is, I feel like Golden State has traded so many other picks and young talent and assets. It's very good. It's going to be hard for you guys to improve drastically. What do you think is like the biggest area you guys should improve personally, as a Warrior fan? I'm asking.
Obviously, it's size. Because look, last year, of course, we got punked by Anthony Davis,
Mm,
and we just had Kevin Looney, who's he's an okay defender, but he's more of a rebounder.
right.
Like that's it. Like we don't have any legitimate 7 footers that can run with Jokic or Embiid, right?
Right. So you think the big man? Well, here's the thing though. Even if you guys do acquire a big man, unfortunately, I have seen your head coach not even go in that direction, right? Not even go in that direction of the big utilizing said big man. I mean, Team USA I think was a perfect is very telling. He didn't really use his bigs on Team USA. We got to out rebound it as a result, man. Are you happy with your head coach Steve Kerr?
I mean, Steve Kerr, as much as I thank him for the 4 championships that he got for the Warriors, I think he's kind of wearing out his welcome at this point. Um,
You think he wore it as welcome? Damn, that's man, that's saying something because, like you said, he has been a part of multiple championships for you guys. So, but back to the Lakers. Back to the Lakers.
okay, go through your
What
Lakers.
do you think of our head coach Darvin Ham? Will the Lakers survive him, win in spite of him, or will he be the reason, in your opinion, that we don't succeed this season? What do you think?
I mean, like your last caller that said about Darvin Ham, not like he's not using the timeouts to his advantage, or he's hardly
Mhm.
using the challenges. I
Right, right.
mean, credit to him using the challenges against Boston because we all know Boston gets all the calls, especially coming in February when the Lakers have to go to Boston,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just going to be a just an uphill battle with the refs.
Yeah, no, for
But
sure.
it's for me, it's like the rotations and his timeout usage. Like when you went to that Christmas game against the Celtics, I bet you were like, call a timeout, Darvin Ham, when the score was 12-0.
Yes, no, no. I was like, call a timeout, Darvin Ham, when it was 4-0, because I could see that the effort wasn't there by the Lakers. As a head coach, you have to be able to call these things out, and you have to be able to nip them in the butt before they occur. It's almost like you got to be able to foresee the future. Okay, we're not boxing out here. Let's call a timeout and get things right. Okay, the Lakers aren't getting back defensively in transition. Let's call a timeout, right? You have to be able to get these things before they
Right.
occur. If you have to call a timeout after these things have already occurred, it's going to be really hard to stop momentum for the opposition and to be able to succeed, right? But I agree with you, man. He needs to do a better job of calling timeouts. Rotation's got to be a lot better. I think the starting
Yeah.
lineup needs to tweak for sure. But I can't wait to face you Warriors again, man, and hopefully kick you
And that's
guys'
the second half of the season.
yeah. It should be. That's when it gets good, though. That's usually when we get good, man. But again, thank you so much for tapping in, my brother Darius Ford, man. Hey, your friendly neighborhood Warriors fan with a slice of pizza. Okay, I see you, bro.
Also,
Take it easy, my brother. Have a good one, man.
yeah, Costco.
What is it?
Costco.
Oh, Costco pizza. Okay, Costco pizza. To be honest, I'm not a fan. I actually prefer Sam's Club pizza, but I'm different like that, man. Appreciate you, my
It's
brother.
it's
Have a
good
good one, huh?
pizza. It's good.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. I'm gonna have to
I had it
maybe.
for a while. Like I had it when I was a little kid.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's probably why. When you have something since you're a kid, you just enjoy it that much more. Is that nostalgia? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
it's,
thank you, my
it's
brother.
yeah, thank
Appreciate
you.
it. You like
Thank
it?
you.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as you like it, that's all that matters. All right, my brother. We'll talk
All right.
soon, man. All right. Man, he's awesome. Darius Ford is one of the classiest Warriors fans you will meet. Let's bring up our next guest, man. This is a veteran, man. My guy has been here for a minute. How you doing, Prince?
Hey Dan, I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing good, man. Doing a lot better now, man. Ready for the New Year's, brother. Hopefully, blessings for everybody out here, man, during the New Year's. Um,
Yeah.
you see the theme of the video, brother. Give us your thoughts. Darvin Ham, trades, anything you want to talk about, man. The floor is yours.
Yeah, man. The background is so funny. It's the Darvin Ham background there.
Shout
Well, first of all, Dan. Yeah, first of all, Dan, we just want to thank you for everything you're doing for us Lakers fans, for the community. This is really helpful, and we need some psychological therapy, especially after these losses recently.
Yeah.
But
No.
yeah, I'm really frustrated for about Darvin Ham. Is Yeah, number one is really the calling of timeout. Yeah, as with other callers have said, he's waiting to get the lead to like 12-0. Sometimes he will allow the lead to dissolve or disappear like 10-0, 12-0 run before he calls timeout. And there are games as well that he doesn't even use his challenges, and I don't understand that. And
Doesn't
me and
that
my
drive
wife sometimes,
that drives me
yeah, yeah,
crazy? Doesn't use the challenges. Like, bro, they're there for you to use. Use them. They're
yeah,
there.
and
You can't take
yeah,
them
and
to the game.
yeah, and although I understand as well that there are like certain rules of these challenges that are very questionable. Like example that when they challenge a call, they will change it, but it will just transfer the foul from one person to another, just like the one for LeBron. And it was a successful challenge, but they placed the foul to Torian Prince, I don't
Hmm.
I don't really understand that
Yeah, man.
kind of rule there in with the challenge, man.
You know what? A lot of the times I think that the referees don't want to be wrong, so they'll find like, okay, you know what? We were wrong. We can't be wrong twice. They've already beat us in the challenge. It'll make us look bad if we're wrong again. So even though they'll win the challenge, right? Because the replay clearly showed that LeBron got out ball. How about we just make up a foul on Torian Prince, and that way we don't look as wrong, you know? So that's what I think happened there, and that really pissed me off when I saw that because like, if you're wrong,
Yeah,
you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's better that you admit to being wrong than to double down and being twice as wrong. I thought that was horrible, man. Especially watching that in person, man. We started a refs, you suck chant in our section, man. We were really frustrated. But yeah, man. Look. I'll tell you what, man. Darvin Ham has a long way to go. I still root for him. A lot of fans want him fired. I'm right there
yeah.
as long as there was an upgrade, but I just don't see an upgrade out there. Like some people have said, Doc Rivers. Some people have said Mark Jackson. Is there any names out there that intrigue you as a head coach right now, Prince? Because I know you know your stuff, bro. I'm asking you the heavy questions. I know you know your stuff. So is there anybody out there you like right now, or do you think we should just finish out the season with Darvin?
Oh man, it's really difficult right now to think of any head coaches at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
But I know Darvin came from this head coach tree, but I
Mhm.
would I would want to try Mike Budenholzer in this team to
Mike
see if he utilizes the size.
Interesting. Okay, that's a name I haven't heard in quite a while. But I like Mike Budenholzer. I mean, he's definitely has some head coaching experience, so that's always a
Yeah.
plus. So yeah, that's a good name for sure. And the last question I'll ask you, my guy, is who out there intrigues you as a trade candidate for the Lakers to improve potentially? Because you know the trade rumors are about to start heating up. You know, we got the February trade deadline
Yeah.
around the corner. So is there any names that pop off for you, like really stand out? Like you saying, okay, if the Lakers acquire him, he could help us in this category. Anybody like that out there?
Oh man, I wish the trade deadline is sooner rather than later. Yeah, but I like the Junte Murray idea.
Oh, DeJounte Murray.
Um, yeah, that's right now. I think that's the trade idea that is intrigued me the most. But I also like the Utah Jazz pool of players there: Jordan Clarkson, Kelly Olynyk, and even Colin Sexton. I
Oh
think
yeah,
like two or three of those guys will definitely help us.
right.
Particularly Kelly Olynyk. But I heard that the Celtics are targeting him as well. I don't know how many centers they want, but
They want them
I've
all,
heard
man.
that.
They gotta catch them all, brother. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
man. That's the
I
way it
think
is.
they want five centers in their lineup.
You know what? I think the Celtics figured out what I've been trying to tell the Lakers to do for a long time is that size matters, and you see how much better they
Yeah,
are. The number one record in the NBA. Trading for Porzingis was huge for them, and now they got Al Horford to back them up. So yeah, they're doing their part, man. And I think I predicted that they would be one of the most dangerous teams in the Eastern Conference due to their depth, right, this season. But
yeah.
thank you so much, man, Prince. I appreciate you. Just out of curiosity, bro, what time is it right now over there where you're at in the Philippines?
It's 9:34 in the morning.
My guy, waking up early to DTL. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so
Yeah,
much, brother.
because I remember that you mentioned that you will be opening up the phone lines again, or the phone call Friday will be returning. So I really had turned the notifications on. I checked everything, and I wake up 6 a.m. in the morning just to see how what time will you go in live, and
Hey,
so I
my
can
brother.
join.
That's love right there, man. Much love, Prince. Appreciate you, man. And yes,
Thanks,
around
Dan.
yeah, this show will be on every Friday, man. Don't know the time yet. I just got back from the laundromat. It's actually what 6 p.m. over here. Oh, it's about to be 6. It's 5:34. So different time zones, but I
Yeah,
appreciate you man, making the effort to tap in. Much love, my brother. We'll talk soon, all right?
no worries. Thanks, Dan. Take care always. Bye.
You too, bro. Have a good one. Man, love my guy Prince. A major shout out to my guy Chris, man, for making this phenomenal graphic right here. You guys see before you. Looks like we will be able to get to all the callers, man. Let's go. My next guy right here, Zadrian Disney. Hopefully, I got the name right. What's up, Zadrian? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man.
Good to see you, man. Hey, welcome to the live chat. I think this is your first. Is it your first time here? Or have I seen you?
Uh, a second one.
Second time here. All right, welcome back, bro. Good to see you, man. And I see you left me a private chat. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, my guy said next. He was ready to come in for sure, man. How you feel about the Lakers, Adrian?
I will say about a coaches like a David Ham.
Uh huh.
I don't see with Lakers. for the spot for coaches, and I will say I want to get the most. His name is Mark Mark
Jackson?
Jackson.
Mark Jackson. Okay, my guy wants Mark Jackson. That's it. Listen, let me tell you something, Zadrian. That's a name that has been linked to the Lakers for a long time, but unfortunately, he did get an interview here with the Lakers, and nothing came, up to fruition with that. But I also like Mark Jackson. Before I heard that there was absolutely no chance the Lakers would hire him. But you're right, man. I think somebody with experience like that, right, would be great for the Lakers, man. You bring him in here, and I think Mark Jackson would have been somebody that at least the players respected. Not sure about his coaching schemes or what he would do with us, but man, I'm still puzzled to why he got fired in Golden State. I know it wasn't basketball reasons, right? Because the players apparently love the guy. So you're right about Mark Jackson, man. Is there anybody you would like to trade from the Lakers that you think does not fit in here? Whether it's D'Lo, Rui, anybody at all?
I will say a vessel, 24 Kevin Durant for the future, the future Laker, because Kevin Durant, he, Kevin Durant play with Kobe Bryant.
Oh wow, my guy wants
Before
Kevin
that.
Durant. You know what, Kevin Durant on any team, right? That's ready to like compete would be a good fit. Personally, I don't want Kevin Durant because I know what the asking price would be for him. It's going to be expensive, my brother. We're going to give up just so much. Like in order to get a contract like Kevin Durant, they're going to imagine everything they gave up, right? They gave up a young star to Brooklyn. They gave up multiple first round picks. They gave up a great solid role player as well. So imagine what they're going to be asking for in return. I'm sure in order for the Lakers to even be in the conversation for Kevin Durant, it's going to require Rui, Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, a first round pick, basically all of our depth, right? So for those reasons, I personally would pass on KD, although I know there's a lot of people in the chat that think I'm crazy because KD, LeBron, and AD probably brings us back a championship. But nothing is guaranteed, right? Nothing is guaranteed. Yeah. Anything you want to say to Laker Nation, my brother? Anything at all?
I will say to a Lakers Nation, I am a dog fan, a Laker for life. It always will be. And Kobe Bryant, he's my favorite player. And God
Nice.
bless you all. And rest in peace. And make sure you win this more championship bill again.
Absolutely, my brother. Hey, thank you so much for tapping in, my brother. I appreciate the phone call, man. Much love to you, Brody. He's a diehard Laker fan. He loves Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. Love it, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for the call. We'll see you soon, all right?
Yep. I'll see you soon.
All right, buddy. God bless you, man. Love that guy, man. Listen, we got passionate fans in the Philippines. We got passionate fans everywhere, man. Shout out to Prince. Shout out to everybody who's tapping in so far, man. Got a couple more guys. I know my guy Dante was in here waiting for a cool minute, so let me bring him in right now. What's up, my bro? How you doing, man?
Man, it's good to be back.
Oh, man, good to have you back, bro. How you feeling about the Lakers right now?
I'm feeling good, even though we're going through ups and downs this season.
That's right. Yeah. Well, it was like that last season. Luckily, we ended up more ups than downs, so that's good. What do you think needs to improve, man? What in your mind needs to get better for the Lakers to get back on track? Because we were on a tear during the in-season tournament, and all of a sudden we kind of taken the wrong turn here lately.
Yeah, it's like they just switched off entirely.
Yeah.
But first things first, it's Darvin Ham when it comes to timeout. And that Boston game clearly proves my point why we need to get better. It was 12 zip. All of a sudden he calls timeout. If Boston literally scores 2 points or 3, make it 5 zip, I would have called timeout on the spot. Because there's no way we finna be down double digits. And it's literally still the first quarter, over 10 minutes left. Like, that's just not good.
Look, I was blessed enough to go to that game. Shout out to my brother Mookie for those tickets, man. And I was there, and you could see. Now there was some Celtic fans which I didn't appreciate. Right, it was irritating me, so I really wanted us to win. But you could hear the whispers in the crowd how irritated people were getting with the fact that Boston kept scoring and the Lakers kept missing, and no timeouts were being called. So I think it's something that Darvin Ham is no Phil Jackson. He never will be. Phil Jackson used to let the players figure it out. and he used to have you know what I'm saying, he used to let them figure it out, but he's the Zen master. You know, it was more psychology with this guy. So
Exactly.
as much as I respect head coaching in this league, I think Darvin has a ways to go, man. And it is disappointing. I just being there in person and just seeing them score bucket after bucket. We're down double digits, and it took 12 points for him to finally call a timeout. I kind of figured, man, it's going to be hard to come back, and we did come back, but unfortunately, we fell off in the second half. Still, you're absolutely right, Dante. And by the way, cool lights in the background, bro. People are noticing those. Those are cool, man. The purple. I see you, bro.
Yeah, you know I had to make them LED lights in purple for the Laker families.
That's right, my brother. That's right. Hey, I think I got something like that too. I haven't lit them up in quite a while, but hey, I got some in this room like that. So who do you like? Who do you don't like? Who do you not like in the starting lineup?
I didn't like D'Lo as in the starting lineup. He was struggling. He's like
Right.
completely switched off.
So do you like the lineup as it is right now, or would you make any sort of tweaks to it? That's what I really want to ask the Laker family, because for me personally, like, I still would make tweaks.
Now I like the lineup how it already is. Especially D'Lo coming off the bench. He did so much better off the bench, and Rui is much better as a starter.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. You're right. I do like Rui as a starter. But I do feel like we need to split up the combination of Cam Reddish and Torian Prince. Personally, me, I'm only starting one of the two. Which one do you prefer?
Pretty much Jared Vanderbilt, because certain teams could get off to a good start if we've been caught lacking. Jared Vanderbilt's a lockdown defender, so I'll start him.
You start. Okay. Well, the one thing I'll say about Jared is that the thing about him is he has struggled this season, man. Not just offensively, but defensively, he's not the same player. I hope he gets healthy again, because we need the old JV back, man. We need him back before the playoffs, hopefully, because this dude, you're right, he was an absolute clamp artist, man. Anyways, Dante, is there anything else you want to like to ask me or tell the Laker family, man? The floor is yours, my brother.
And the thing I wanted to say is the Lakers will get better. We will rise to get to our 18th NBA title, because that's been our goal for a very long time. And I know we can do it. We just got to improve on stuff. And I know we can do it. I have so much faith.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And I'm glad you said it, because I feel the same way. Eventually, the Lakers do turn up, and they do what they got to do. So that's a beautiful thing, man. And let's hope it continues, my brother. Thank you so much for tapping in, bro. And always welcome back. You already know that.
Yep. Diehard Laker fan from Chicago.
That's right. Shot City in the building. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Have a great, blessed day. All right.
You too.
All right, my bro. Hey, listen, man, I love the calls. You guys see the link? It's up on the stream. All right. Anybody want to tap in? Y'all want to chime in? Give you guys 2 cents. Anything you want to say as far as where the Lakers should improve, what type of trades you guys should do, anything? I'm all ears. This is y'all chance. Phone Call Friday is back in full effect, and we're gonna do it big, man. We're gonna do it big. Trust. Empire Jeff in the building. What's up, my bro? Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing great today. Listen, Lakers, man, we're just talking about surviving Darvin Ham. Like, this is really the title is on point, because are we going to survive him for the rest of the season? Is it going to be a move? Are we going to have to win in spite of him? Is he finally going to get with the program and stop being hard-headed, and he's going to start making the right decisions? TBD. It's all to be determined for now, and we will take it one day at a time. All right, let me bring in my good friend, man. He's been here a couple of times, Mr. James CJ Caldwell. What's up, bro? How you doing? Well, we can't hear you, my brother. I think your mic is might be muted, maybe.
I got you. Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Now we can hear. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I didn't want to butt in all those callers, man. I'm glad you're back in the building. Blessings to you with your monetization. I'm back, man. I'm happy to hear that you got that back. I know that our boy Empire Jeff was over there campaigning for you, man. You got real guy in your corner, man. So, and we'll be here.
Yeah, no, I want to say thank you to him. Thank you to everybody who just showed mad love there in the tried times. It wasn't easy, bro, because when you build something up for 5+ years and then it gets snatched away just like that for 3 months, survival of the fittest. That's all I got to say. And right before the holidays, too, right before my birthday, right before Christmas. So it was just, man, we made do with what we had. But, it is when you're in these struggling times that you really realize who the real ones are and how everybody just, oh, you guys have my back, man. So I appreciate my guy EP Jeff, Chris, Mees, everybody, man, for showing love. So thank you, bro.
Yeah,
Now,
man.
about the Lakers, I gotta ask you, man, how you been feeling, bro? I know they've been up and now they're going down a little bit, but what's going on? We play the Timberwolves tomorrow. Any thoughts?
Every single before I get to that, it's like every single time I go up to Philadelphia, I just came back from Philly for Christmas. Lately, it just feels like every single time we go up to Philly, there's always some kind of loss that really opens my eyes and all that. And that Celtics loss, I watched that whole game, and just like the last caller Dante talked about, how you gonna get down 12-0 in the first quarter at home and not call a timeout, anything? This ain't 2K. Like,
Oh,
wait.
banger. Absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right. This ain't 2K. I don't know what the coach was thinking, honestly. What could it be, man? Is it a philosophy of his? Does he think he's Phil Jackson? Does he think, oh well, I have LeBron James, they'll figure it out? Like, what is it, right? What is it?
To piggyback on what Empire Jeff was talking about the other day, literally, I feel like it's more so the fact that all pieces are still kind of trying to get themselves together. Literally, they put a lot into that in-season tournament. Like when you look at LeBron James, you got a guy that's 38, literally about to be 39 day after tomorrow. And this guy put in a lot of work just to become the first winner of the in-season tournament. And literally, when they got off of that high, which was the in-season tournament, literally they just kind of checked out and all that, which is kind of normal a little bit for December, but still inexcusable when you know that the West is as tight as it is. So yes, Darvin is making mistakes and all that, but you can't completely blame him because the players themselves gotta really put themselves accountable when it comes to bringing the energy every single night. You can't be jacking up threes all the time. We not Golden State. You got to make sure your defense on point. Like, I'm trying to figure out. I understand that we aren't going to be the best offensively, but our defense should always be there, and we can't always just. Don't get me wrong. AD is our defensive anchor. But we got too many good defenders on the team to be getting smoked and having routine layup lines into the paint the way that we have. Like, it's ridiculous. And like, Darvin Ham has a piece of blame with that, but I blame the players too. The players got to bring that A game because the West gets really cluttered very quickly, and we got a nice stretch coming up. If we do not get this, we don't get the ship together and take advantage of this next, I would say, 12 games in the beginning, a part of the January, we're going to be fighting just like we did last year. And we don't need to be doing that to LeBron James, not this year, because both him and AD have been playing well.
So you know what? You make a lot of valid points, bro. And I'll ask you this, man. Do you think there's any moves that the Lakers should make to solidify a lot of the points you just made, as far as utilizing our depth so we don't have too much pressure on LeBron and AD? Is there any names out there that just stick out to you like a sore thumb that the Lakers should pluck out in the trade market?
To be honest, literally just marginal improvements. We have the pieces. Don't get me wrong, we do need a trade, but we do have the pieces that we have to make a deep run. But to answer your question, I would hit up Chicago, even though they are playing well. You got our boy Andre Drummond saying that he still believes that he's a starter.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, try to get like Torrey Craig. And I got an idea for you, because I was watching young Kareem and Young Elder the other day for Christmas. We might need to hit up Utah. Try to hit up Utah, see what they got for us. Lily or Olenek and what's his name? Our boy Chris Dunn, that's over there too. Nice POA defender, that can lock up point guards and all that. And you have Olenek that can be a bruiser, and literally add that toughness and defensive ability to the Lakers too. And he can stretch the floor too. He's versatile, great passer. So yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm not sure if you saw the episode with us on Around the League last week. We talked about Utah as a trade candidate. They got a couple of pieces. Obviously, Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton, Kelly Olynyk. Some even talk about the big German 7-footer, bucket getter. For sure, they would be an ideal trade partner. I would even look to other teams that have, maybe spare pieces like Isaiah Stewart from Detroit, or maybe, Jonas Valanciunas from the Pels. Just you got to look around the league, see what is. I do believe that whatever we trade for might come out of left field, just like the rest of most of the Laker moves have been when Rob Pelinka was at the helm. So whatever we haven't heard is most likely to happen. I'd be shocked if we end up with like DeJounte Murray or like Zach LaVine, because that's not how Clutch or my guy Rob Pelinka operates, right? They've been very, very silent about their moves, and they've been moving like assassins, man, in the night. So that's pretty dope. And let's hope something positive happens, bro. Any final things you want to say to Lakers Nation, man? And any words, anything?
Two things. One, to you, Dan. Just like everybody said, you're the GOAT, man. You're that beacon, you're that inspiration to all of us, all of us Laker fans. You know that, like, when we get down on certain losses or anything like that, and you bring that constructive criticism, you're the voice of all of us, you know what I'm saying? It's like, like, you do your thing, and like, I know it hurt to lose your monetization for that long, man, and I know that literally, like I said before, we all got your back. And like guys like Empire, Mees, and all the guys at ATL and the other channels too that was supporting you too, man. You got a band of brothers and sisters, man. Like, literally, that always got your back. And second, man, literally, I see great things with this team. This team literally has all the tools to be a championship team. When I watched the Boston game, even though they did kind of smoke us and all that, the fact that they choked a 20, I think it was like an 18-point lead and all that, gave me so much confidence. And the thing is, too, we did it strictly with our defense and not our offense. That gives me so much optimism, which says literally we just need a little bit more firepower on the offensive end, and we'll be all right, because literally we can beat all of these teams. Just like Austin Reeves said, literally, we have the ability to beat all these teams. It's just that we have to continue to have that mentality to beat all these teams, and that's the most important thing, man. But like I said, I don't want to take too much time, man. I know that you guys are the best. I love, like, hey, we're Laker junkies here, man. We get our fill every day. You and everybody in Laker Nation, please subscribe to all the guys at ATL, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Me, Empire, Chris, and the GOAT Dan too, and all the other channels too, man. So blessings.
Hey, man, thank you so much for the kind words of encouragement, my brother. You guys are truly the best, man. I love y'all for real. And thank you so much for your call, man. Definitely caller of the day type material, man. But we got some heavy hitters coming up. I see my girl Nomi down low waiting to get in. So thank you so much, brother.
Fire.
Yeah, she's gonna bring the heat for sure. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the love, man. Means a lot. And we'll talk soon, bro. Have a good one, all right?
Yes.
My guy, man. Listen, man, it's beautiful, man. Laker Nation is beautiful. My people are just beautiful, wonderful people inside and out. And you gotta love it, man. This is none but love spreading. For sure, go subscribe to everybody. Talking about go subscribe to everybody, man. I think people are sleeping on this young woman right here, man. She is an absolute beast when it comes to Laker talk, when it comes to basketball talk, period. Y'all have not checked out her channel. Go ahead and plug yourself in right now in the comment before we even get into it, man, because they gotta know. The people gotta know. How you doing?
I'm doing cool, Dan. How you doing, man? How you doing? I'm cool right here. I'm trying to get back into the videos, but I just wanted to get to some real talk with somebody about what's going on right now. So I said, right. I'm dialing in. I'm dialing in.
And I see the fire. I see the fire shirt right there. 824, man. She coming in. She coming correct. Y'all see the poster in the back. Come on now.
Yo, if anybody got a buddy pass, I could get down there for 2/8/24. I'd be there right there. I want to take my picture with the statue, man. I would love to do that, but I was gonna have to be there in spirit, basically. But
absolutely. You know what?
Shirts.
A beautiful shirt. Wonderful person just joining us right now. Tell us where they can subscribe to you. They gotta know, because a lot of people have been asking me about Nomi. When's she coming back on Around the League? I invited her. She wasn't available at that.
I wasn't available. I'm sorry. I was out of town.
She's coming back soon, though, for sure. But tell them where they can find you at all times.
Call me Nomi. Call me Nomi World is my my YouTube channel, and I also do have a podcast that goes with it. But I mostly put my basketball content on Call Me Nomi World. On Instagram, Call Me Nomi. CALLMENAKOMI. Call me Nomi.
Awesome. Definitely go tap in with her for sure because she knows her stuff and she's about to lay down the law right now. Before I ask you any questions, let me just thank my guy Empire Jeff who just blessed us with a super chat. Thank you, my brother. He said, "Tip your Friday night bartender, ladies and gentlemen." My guy, man, he just he never ceases to amaze me. Thank you so much,
Yo,
brother.
man. Nah, you are the bartender right now, man. For real,
Right?
You are that dude that be like, yo, after this game, good or bad, I need to go and go sit down and talk to somebody about what's going on. And you are that consummate dude right out there, man. I really appreciate you. And I was gonna say when you was like, shouting me out, I really appreciate it. But yo, y'all are amazing, man. The love that y'all been showing me, you, Empire Jeff, Maurice, he comes through whenever I'm basically on and stuff like that. I was like, yo, I'm baby steps, and if it's just me, I'm cool with that. I just want to get my, what's going on inside out there. But y'all be shouting me out all the time. Empire Jeff comes through whenever whenever he sees me out there, basically. So I appreciate y'all. I really
You're
Search
great.
has been there. I really appreciate y'all,
Shout out
man.
to
So, but
Shout out to
yo,
Search. And by the way,
we
you're great.
solid.
We're just here on
Search is
Around the
solid.
League to highlight talent. That's what Around the League was created for. And Phone Call Friday. So we're just highlighting the great talent. And thank you for all the love. All right, Nakomi, we got to get right into this because we got some body bags to lay out. Darvin Ham, where is he in your expectations coming into the season? Has he met those? Has he, surpassed them? Has he not? Like, where is he in your book? And what should the Lakers do about it?
Okay, and this is strictly just my opinion, and this might be a little bit, harsh or far for some fans, but I know a lot of fans feel the way that I feel, very frustrated. And I mean, I feel like he is a player coach. I feel like he likes to create great relationships with his players and with the organization. But I would have loved to see him call a timeout around 7 minutes and light into everybody on the whole entire court. I mean, plain and simple. It's just like somebody needs to wake him up. Somebody needs to just throw a firecracker in the locker room real quick and just wake him up because right now they're coasting. I feel they running on bronze energy, but Bron don't have regular people energy. You know what I mean? They need somebody with a motor in there that, and then if it ain't one of the players, the coach got to basically bring them back and wake them up real quick, But and so I feel like sometimes he just left them coast too long without even like, I mean, and it just seems, I don't know. I'm from Brooklyn, so we talk loud, we use our hands, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And even if it's completely love, it's all love. It might sound aggressive, but basically we're trying to motivate you. And I thought that he was going to be a more, I don't know. Sometimes vocal doesn't exactly work for everybody, but sometimes you got to basically just like not exactly show your ass, but you know what I'm saying. You got to basically let people know, wake up. We're gonna lose. This is one of the top teams in the whole entire league. You're gonna be buried in no time. And they did come back. I appreciate that. I was watching with my family, and I was running around a little bit. But before I went out real quick to go do something at a fridge or a kitchen, and I came back to the TV, it was damn near over. I was just like, come on now, we were right there at halftime. But it's just like yeah.
You know what? It was very disheartening, man. It was a pleasure. It was my first Christmas Day game. I was there. The crowd was so on fire, especially that first half when we made that comeback.
Come on.
We
I'm
were losing
sure.
our voice. I was shaking from screaming so much. Did that ever happen to you when you scream so loud you start shaking? You got to sit down. Yeah, I was right there. It felt like an earthquake at Staples. It was beautiful.
Because we believe so much, and it's just like we're trying to put our energy into them. I'm by myself in my house talking to the TV, like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, people be like, you think that they will hear you? I'm like, they hear me. They gotta feel us. Laker Nation, they gotta feel Laker Nation coming through. And it's just for y'all to just basically translate that energy to the court. I mean, I know you're not trying to go out there and go 500 miles an hour. You don't want to, I guess, quote unquote, peak too soon, but these teams are coming for us. And they're shooting number threes because they know that we can't match them shooting threes. So they're jacking it up every single second. And we got to match that kind of energy going right back to the basket. Who was that we played that we was just like, we had like 80, 90 points in the paint?
Oh, that was the championship game versus Indiana. The NCAA tournament, yeah. We was phenomenal.
Hot teams that just beat top teams. And we basically said, you know what? Y'all can have the threes. You cannot stop us in the paint. You can't stop us in the paint. And I'm not saying, I mean, we look good shooting the threes, at least a little bit kind of right now, but at the same time, that's our bread and butter. Let's go to it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're 110% right. The paint bully ball. I mean, look at our players, right? You got AD. He's playing like a dog right now. He's just going in there, doing whatever he wants, left hand, right hand. Pick your poison. He's posterizing folks out here, ladies and gentlemen. You know, he has been phenomenal. Then you got LeBron, who's a freight train. Every time he gets out in transition, right? You got Rui, who's a bully. When he bangs down low, you know, he can hit you with a pop, turn around jump shot. You know,
long ass arms. Exactly.
Yeah, and so we got the inside players. You're absolutely right, but for some reason we settle. It's like we get baited into a quicker pace, and we end up settling for threes, and we're not always knocking them down. Now, last night we knocked them down, but we were playing Charlotte, right? And some people are saying that if Rui would have knocked this down versus Boston, we would have been better off. But the truth of the matter is that Nakomi, and correct me if I'm wrong, I have always seen LeBron James, his teams tend to step it up around, you know, February. You know, there's like a little, like a gray area, but somewhere between and
lots
now
of slow starts.
Yeah, we got like competitive LeBron early this year because of the in-season tournament, right? So I think we got enough glimpses from that and AD. So I feel good. My only issue is we need to have better playoff standings, right? We need to be a top 4 team in order to get off the gates early and have home court advantage. So we are so much better at home this season, in last season in the playoffs as well. So how do you feel about that? Is it really important for us to be a top 4 seed, or do you think maybe I'm overreacting to that and maybe we should just chill and just let the Cobra strike when it may?
Nah. We need to be a top 4 team. We need that Laker crowd. That will be absolutely lovely for home court advantage. B, why would we want to play in a one and done tournament at the end just to barely make it in and play the top team? That makes no sense. 3, or C, whichever one I started using. Basically, it's like when you are, it's a mindset of knowing that you can beat anybody. And if you put that kind of effort in and beat and run off wins and just basically build and build and build and don't fall, you basically you prove to yourself and you convince yourself that you belong. And that, to me, I feel is the championship mentality. You have to have a I belong. And that's why those teams that taste the playoffs and deep runs into the playoffs, they come back and they damn near in the finals because they prove to themselves that they belong. If their team basically works it in, finagles it in, makes them maybe a little tweaks here and there, basically. But as of last year, we proved that we belong. They made some tweaks here and there. I like the team. I personally am afraid to make, although it would be nice if we had a trade. Buyer's remorse right now, man. Buyer's remorse is just like pick up a Levine, and then you have 2 injury-prone players on your team for the future. I don't want to tune in for that kind of Laker basketball, man. That's gonna be gut wrenching. Post LeBron, or a not exactly proven Dejounte Murray. Slightly unproven. He's a little, you know, he got a little something. You know what I mean? Still holding up his points alongside Trae Young, but at the same time, that Laker tax, man, and he's a mid range. He's not a big 3-point shooter like that. You know, he's 38% right now, but you know how to do when it comes to LA.
Yeah,
it's the bright lights or whatever it is, or if it's LeBron on the other end, like you better make it.
You're absolutely right. We don't know how these players are going to react to the media, the national coverage. See, the difference is that in Atlanta, you get to play national coverage games probably like 15% of your season, right? Which isn't a lot. When you come to Lakers, you're on national TV probably 40 to 50% of the games, you know? So it's a different type of light, different types of reporters at your locker room at all times. You know, and you're always in the articles. You're always in like ESPN should be changed to Laker SPN because they cover us every other day. You know,
it's like the Cowboys, Tom Brady. Even when they're not playing, they're still on the top. They're still being talked about, and every single day they'll find something.
Exactly,
they'll find something.
It comes with the territory, right? But absolute facts. Sally Star, she's speaking facts. Absolutely, that's what Nakomi does. That's why y'all gotta subscribe to the homegirl, man. Y'all see what it is. and she brings you guys NBA content as well. So make sure to tap in. I've tapped in, and I tell you, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. So I like what she brings, and she's gonna be back on Around the League real soon.
No doubt.
Now, I got one question to ask you, Nakomi. The Lakers, right? So can we win in spite of Darvin Ham? Right? See, it's saying everything we've said. Can we win in spite of him the same way we won in spite of Frank Vogel? Because remember now, people were praising Frank Vogel, even though he really didn't have championship experience when he got here. He had some playoff experience with the Pacers, but he also had a down couple of years with the Orlando Magic. So he was an up and down type coach. Can we win in spite of Darvin?
Bro, I feel like Darvin Ham is more of a babysitter than an actual coach right now. I mean, he's making the decisions, but at the same time, the players are having to play outside of their bodies to basically pull off wins sometimes, a little bit too often. And I'm not saying that his lineups don't work, but at the same time, it's like an old school mentality. He played with a lot of the old school players who are still in it, and he is a players coach because he relates to the younger players. But at the same time, it might be harsh, but I question his tactics or his tactical abilities. And I feel like, honestly, the team goes as LeBron goes. So I feel like, yes, in spite of in spite of Darvin, we can make it run. At the same time, I feel like when it comes all the way down to it, somebody has to make a decision, and that's the coach. And basically, sooner or later, we're going to come against that wall. And Darvin has not proven to me that he's going to make the right decision in his management. By the end of the year, the year's still young. We had players who are hurt, and things happen. And yes, we climbed and we won the tournament, but at the same time, I feel like he let them relax too much. I know they had to basically, give AD and Bron some rest, and they got some rest, like a game here. But at the same time, the loss to San Antonio was no bueno. That was not good. That was no good.
You're absolutely right. I actually feel like we started spiraling downwards after that. It's almost like teams said, wait a minute, San Antonio did it. We could do it too. Here are the weaknesses. Let's attack this. Let's get them in transition. Let's knock down open threes because they don't always fully rotate. They started attacking our weak points. We got to work on our pick and roll defense, on our 3-point defense, and our transition defense.
We're lazy coming off the pick and roll. Lazy. That player is coming off lazy, just leaving them open, and that's exactly what they want. They're doing a pick and roll, and they're not picking and rolling to the basket because AD's there. They're picking and rolling and getting open shots. And it's just like we are always a half a second late. We are always a half a second late. We need. I'm glad they put Christie out there.
Yeah.
Max. I'm glad they put Max out there. I feel like he's young. I mean, hey. For all we know, Darvin is the mastermind, and he basically was waiting to push those buttons of Wood and of Christian Wood and Max Christie, leave him on the bench for a while, and then finally let the Leafs go. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like the lineup change helped a little, but at the same time, it was crazy to see. But the bench came alive and did what they had to do. So. And Christian Wood showed that y'all playing with me on the bench, and I'm not no disrespect to Jackson Hayes, but him, you bench me for him.
It's a wasted commodity to have a player who's 6'10", who can space the floor, who can finish with either hand in the paint, who can do the things we need from size, right? And to just have him getting Lord knows how many DMPs, right? So it doesn't make sense. But then again, just add that to collection of things that don't make sense from Darvin Ham's rotations and questionable play calling decisions, right? But thank you so much, Nakomi. We appreciate you for blessing the channel today. Look, listen, people want
me. You gave me too much time. I was just like, let me tap in real quick. But
you can have as much time as you want when you come on. You're that nice with it. Reg Dog in here talking about salute. Dan, who is she? She is cooking. The world is gonna know her name. Her information is right on the screen, man. Go ahead and subscribe, follow her, show mad love to her. Thank you again for blessing us, Nakomi, and hope to have you again on the next phone call Friday and eventually around the league again. So thank you so much. Much love. All right.
Thank you, man. Congratulations getting your monetization back too.
So
and happy late birthday.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. God bless. Have a great happy holidays. All right.
Same.
Much love.
Later.
Peace. Oh man, she's awesome. She always blesses the channel, y'all, with her presence. And yeah, I mean, it's great to have very knowledgeable fans. Every phone caller was great today. So I appreciate y'all. I see my boy, see Cali boy down low. The only thing you gotta turn on the cam, fam, because I don't bring in, without cams, only because there's a lot of trolls out here. But now that you got it on, how you doing, bro? Well, we can't hear your microphone. Microphone is off.
I'm doing pretty good, bro.
Oh, there he is. All right, awesome, man. Glad to have you on. What's popping, man? Talk to me.
Oh man, it's just during the off season, I've been on Ham's head for 2 years, bro.
Yeah.
But during the off season, we picking up all this talent, and it was hard for me to get excited because I'm like, okay, here go another player that's about to ride the bench,
Yeah.
We picking up all these big men. I'm like, okay, Rob Pelinka letting him know, hey, we want AD at the 4. We need this guy at the 5, And I thought they was relaying that message to Ham, and then season come, and then here we go. Got AD playing the 5. And I'm like, okay, we picking up all this talent. I don't know, it's somewhere in his mind to where he doesn't like to play bigs at the same time, We could have Twin Tower action if we wanted to, but
facts. And historically, the Lakers have always won championships with 2 bigs. I don't remember a time when we won one with a single big at the top.
I know, right? Bro. Yeah, and somewhere in mind, he thinks that Hachimura is a center for some reason. Really, we could have won the championship last year. He had Jokic. Jokic was torturing Hachimura down low, bro. I'm like, what's going on, man?
And he was torturing everybody. I thought we should have played some not Christian Wood. I'm sorry, Tristan Thompson, because he had veteran leadership experience, and he's the type of big that he's a bruiser. Matter of fact, I don't know if you remember, but when we faced him in the final game, and he put Tristan Thompson out there, it was like last resort type thing, and he actually put in some really solid minutes and was able to actually even clamp up the Joker for a little bit. So it reminded me of what Dwight Howard did for the 2020 season when we went up against these teams, right? Yeah. And I was like, come on, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I agree with you, bro. Disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of discouraging. So, here we go with the Zach LaVine talk and Dante Murray. And it's like, okay, here we go. There's going to be some more players getting ready to ride the bench because he's showing us that he doesn't know what to do with the talent, bro.
Right.
We have too much talent. We really don't need to pick up anybody, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
We have a squad. Yeah, so, I mean, I look, this is when let me tell you this real quick. This is when I knew Ham had a mental problem, bro.
What's that?
It was a game last year. I think it was against Dallas. We needed a 3-pointer to send the game into overtime, bro. Now, look, Matt Ryan been riding the bench the whole game, bro. He called a timeout and designed a play for Matt Ryan to hit the 3. And he hit the 3. It worked out. But I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You willing to crash and burn behind a bench player? You don't have confidence to play him the whole game, but you're going to bring him in to hit this game-winning shot,
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, bro.
I was really upset last season, man, when we had all these bigs. We get Mo Bamba. Now, I get it. He was hurt for most of the time. But when he was healthy, bro, he wasn't getting many minutes, We go out, we trade for Mo Bamba. We go out, we grab a Tristan Thompson. And we never get to really see these guys, right? All this size for what? And meanwhile, you got AD out here complaining to how he would like to have a front court mate. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it really doesn't make sense to me. And it's been like that every year. Really, Frank Vogel's rotations were ass too, bro. I don't know if you remember. He wasn't playing a 2-big-man lineup till we got to the playoffs. And then he switched up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He was playing a little bit of JaVale. But I remember when he switched up when we got to playoffs, and then all was forgiven because I was like, okay, now we're going to win the championship. Now he's doing the right thing. And I felt right about it, right? But I still haven't felt that way about Darvin Ham or Luke Walton before him or Byron Scott before him or anybody who came before. Since Phil Jackson, we haven't had a sense of security from the coaching job.
I know. And remember, we had one series with Frank Vogel where he benched Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee the whole series.
Yep.
He went small the whole series. I'm like, okay, bro, what's going on, man? Yeah,
Exactly.
like we said, we haven't fixed our coaching situation yet. And the thing with Ham came from an organization that ran two bigs at one time in Milwaukee. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, maybe he never did like what Budenholzer was doing. You know, he probably never agreed with it in the first place because
It's being stubborn. That's what it is. It's like you see what it's easy, man. If you're a head coach in LA, just look at the blueprint from Kareem to the bigs that were playing alongside him, to Shaq, to the bigs that were playing alongside him, like Horace Grant and all these guys, right? To the Pau Gasol and Bynum, to even Dwight Howard and AD and JaVale, even when Dwight Howard wasn't playing much. It's always been two bigs. And now they want to go with AD at the front line as if he's not injury prone. You know what I'm saying? They want to go with AD, and then people now get mad when AD doesn't have a good offensive game because he's been focused this whole season on the defensive end. And right now he's playing like Superman, but I'm afraid he's going to get hurt because we don't give him that front court depth he needs, man. You know, we don't give him the minutes. Christian Wood and AD, in my opinion, would be a dynamic duo. They would be a nice tandem because, yeah, Christian Wood is not an elite defender, but he can block shots. He had 2 block shots the other night coming off the bench. Now, imagine if he's playing weak side defense where he's not the last line of defense, and now AD and him could actually wreak havoc. And they both space the floor, which helps with the floor spacing, right? So it's like, come on.
But look, remember at the beginning of the season, Ham said he wants AD to shoot at least 6 threes per game, right? How are you going to do that and you don't like to play too big? So while AD's out there at the 3-point line, who's down low? And then he wants to complain about offense. We're not crashing the boards. Our offensive rebound is not good. Well, bro, you got your big man out there. You're giving him the green light to shoot threes.
Exactly, man. It makes no sense.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, man, I don't understand, man. You know, and then just like Vogel, Ham is running AD and LeBron into the ground, bro. I'm saying, man, you looking at injuries, you know, way before the playoffs even start, bro. So,
right, yeah, that's unfortunate. I 110% agree with you, man. We definitely see eye to eye on everything. Now, you said that, you know, regardless of who we get, it's not going to get you excited because Darvin Ham's still there. Do you think there's a way in hell we can win the championship this season with Darvin Ham at the helm? That's the real question because, again, title of the video, Surviving Darvin Ham, brother. So
I think we can, the same way we did with Vogel. But look, let me give you an example. A lot of people got mad when I said we won that chip because of Kobe's death. We all know they dedicated the season to Kobe after that, bro. You know, the players was motivated to win the championship. The same way we were motivated to win this end season tournament. You know, I feel that we have enough talent to bail Ham out. We've been bailing him out during, you know, these games all season already. We've been bailing him out.
Right.
Even though his coaching's been suspect, we've been bailing him out. So I do feel that we can win with him. And it's sad, you know, because I got a feeling if we do win with him, guess what? He's coming back.
Longer.
Mm-hmm. He's coming back.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
But you know what?
Tough situation.
I really hope we win in spite of him. I really care what happens after that. Because to be honest, you know, I think LeBron's window is this season. And next year, who knows? They would have to make something drastic happen in order to continue the contention. Because believe it or not, slowly but surely, Father Time is creeping up on LeBron, right? We see him only play in spurts now. You know, where before he can keep that level of greatness and consistency, now he's picking and choosing, right? Yeah. So that is Father Time. Even though he's amazing when he does go out for 40, gets 2 blocks and 10 assists to go with it, he's amazing. But as you can tell, it's not happening every night, right? No. So Father Time is coming, and I do believe this is his real official final year as a title window, and the Lakers should do everything in their power to try to get that title, man, because who knows what happens next year? Nothing is promised, right?
Like I said, I still think we can win. We can win with him, but I just think it's going to be tougher to do, right? You know. And I know if you're a true diehard LeBron fan, the only thing really stopping LeBron to me is Ham from winning the chip, bro.
There you go.
I mean, you know, the talent is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll bail Ham out.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Well, hopefully, man. Thanks you so much for tapping in, bro. we're basically going to close the show with your call because it was great. We appreciate you, man.
I
And
appreciate you, man. Good show, bro.
thank you, man. Hey, hope to have you back on again. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, my brother.
All right, Gavin.
Have a good one, man.
Too.
Man, look, awesome phone calls today, all the way around. Let me see here because it looks like my screen froze a little bit. But yeah, listen, it has been a splendid show, man. Listen, this show is gonna be back around every Friday, whether there's a game or not. We'll open up the phone lines and we'll figure it out from there. But look, the bottom line is this: we have to win in spite of Darvin Ham. I think that's the ultimate conclusion we got from this show. Like, we have enough talent where we can win the championship. They got to put it together. Obviously, the players have to come together. At some point, I'm expecting a players-only meeting if this continues this level of struggle, right? And hopefully they get it together because I'm telling you, man, if they can do it, they will do it. And we have more than enough firepower moving forward to be able to make that happen. So let's see what happens there. I know I'm frozen up on the screen, but hopefully you guys can hear me. Thumbs up if you can. I want to thank everybody, man, who contributed here to this show today because you guys were sensational, man. You guys were phenomenal. Thank you guys truly from the bottom of my heart, man. All the well wishes. I'm very touched by all the kind words Laker Nation has provided, man. You guys have been second to nobody. As a fan base, we are a family, fam. And I think a lot of the times that is why people, people hate on us because we're so tightly knit and we're so passionate. Even when we disagree, we're super passionate about these type of things. And, we need to continue to keep that passion alive and doing what we do best, man, which is being diehard Laker fans. Now, I do believe there's a silver lining amongst this struggle. I'm happy it happened around this time rather than later on down the stretch. It could have been worse. If we were struggling like this in March, then we're really, really in trouble, right? So I'm glad, hopefully, things do pan out. And that is going to wrap it up for this show, guys. I will end the stream as soon as my screen unfreezes. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Everybody that called was amazing. Shout out to Jeff for the super chat, man. Shout out to everybody. Make sure that you guys do hit that like button. It's not just for me. It is for everybody. If you guys like the show, definitely go ahead and do that, man. But we'll see what happens with the Lakers. We'll keep dropping content on this here very channel. And we got a lot to break down real soon, man. Enjoy the rest of you guys' evening. Much love, Laker fam. And we'll talk soon, all right? Peace.